Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be learning an awesome trick using the size Stebbins stack. But before we get into it, let's check out what the effect looks like. So, right here we have a deck of 52 cards. I'm just going to mix them up a bit, just to make this as fair as possible. Because this is the fairest thing you can do with a deck of cards. Now, complete it. Now, we're just going to give it a couple cuts just to make sure it's all mixed up. So, 1, maybe 2, maybe 3. That's all good. Okay? So, deck is all mixed up. 52 cards. Can you please just cut anywhere and then complete the cut? Now just take the top card. Okay, so now, I don't know what the top card is yet, but every person has tells. So one person's tell might not be the same as another person's. So let me see. I'm gonna guess your card is the King of Clubs. Before we get into the moves you need to know, the first thing is you're gonna have to set up your deck in an order. This is the size Stebbins stack. I'll put an image on screen of what it looks like after this, but for now, all you have to know is that it goes clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds, or chased, C-H-S-D. Okay? Clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds, and it ascends by 3 each time. So Jack would go Jack, Queen, King, and then Ace. Ace would go Ace, 2, 3, 4. 4 would go 4, 5, 6, 7. And it repeats this cycle. The reason why this works is because it goes in a full circle. As you see here, the 8 of diamonds, so it goes clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds. So the next one would be clubs, and it would be 3 plus 3. So you go 8, 9, 10, 11, or Jack. So Jack of clubs. Okay? So you're gonna have to get used to it, but this is the deck order. I'll put an image on screen and just pause here just to set your deck up in that order. Now that you've got the order, we're going to get into the moves and the mechanics behind it. Now, what's happening is your first move that I like to do is a false riffle shuffle. Now, I have the tutorial of my 3 favorite false shuffles and false cuts in the description below, but I'm going to go over it quickly. If you know how to riffle shuffle, you riffle shuffle letting your left hand drop the first card. Okay? So on the left side, the card is on top of the right side. Now, you apply pressure to this corner when you're bridging and to this corner. So, applying pressure to opposite corners, when you bridge, they sort of split into these 2 sections. Now you have half the cards over here and half the cards over here, the cards you shuffle together. Now all you do, cover up the bottom half, like this, and pull them apart. Now, I go more in depth on the false cuts and tutorial and false shuffles, but so just go and watch that if you don't already know the false riffle shuffle. Once again, looks like that. Now, the next one you can do is also in my false cuts tutorial, which I like to do. So, it looks like this. I'm not going to go over this because it's quite easy. Just go check out my other tutorial and you should be able to pick it up really quickly. Now next, just do a bunch of cuts, okay? It sort of looks like you're overhand shuffling. Just keep cutting it, bottom to the top, or bottom to the top, bottom to the top. And the reason why you can do all these cuts is because when you're cutting, you gotta think of the cards as a circle. It goes all these numbers in a pattern, and the circle will repeat itself. So, for example, if you cut right here, and you cut on top. The 7, the next card's a 10, and that's still continuing the pattern. Everything else continues, and the king, the next card's a 3. So it's sort of a full circle to pattern. So any amount of cuts you do, as long as you're putting it from the bottom to the top, then it will never lose its order. Then you gotta make sure you don't do overhand shuffles. I'm not gonna mix up the deck, but an overhand shuffle looks like this. That will mix up the cards, so just don't do that. Just do a bunch of cuts. Now, at this point, after all the fake mixing it up, the deck is still in the order. Now, in the size Stebbins stack, it does look a bit fishy because it goes red, black, red, black, red, black, and a lot of people pick up on that. So what you're gonna wanna do to spread them to show that it's mixed up, you're gonna like spread in clumps. So you're gonna spread like that, okay? So, and you're spreading fast and in clumps. So they might see like red cards to red cards and black cards to black cards because you're spreading in clumps. Okay, so now you just gotta spread in your clumps to make it look mixed up. And now you're set. Now you can just tell them, you can turn away when they're doing this. Tell them cut to the middle or anywhere in the middle. Then complete the cut and take the top card. And that's all they do. And then hand it back to me. You just tell them that and they'll do it. And now there's a card, their card, and you have the deck. But as you see, it's a pattern. Their card was originally right here. Now the pattern goes as follows. The bottom card, it should be the next suit, so clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds, so clubs, and +3, so it should be the king of clubs. That's what it was in the demonstration, so let's do that again because they do the cut, complete it, take the top card. Okay, so now, Jack of Hearts. The next card in the pattern would be clubs, hearts, spades, so spades, and +3, so an ace of spades. Now, but you aren't going to just look at the bottom card. That's too fishy. What you want to do is you're doing something that is very similar to the Hercules fold. Now, what you're doing is you're going to hold it like this, in this sort of grip, with your thumb protruding slightly from the bottom. Now, you're going to take your pointer finger and slide it down like that. Now the card sort of bevels like that. So once again, you're holding it like this and you just slide it down a bit. Now, if you're holding the cards flat, you'll be able to just peek. You can just peek the Jack of Hearts without them seeing anything. From this side, it just looks like that. So once again, there, and I'd peek the Jack of Hearts. Okay? So it's basically invisible from the front angle. But now I know the bottom card's the Jack of Hearts. Okay? Now you can either put the deck down, or what I also like doing is putting it back in the tuck case to make sure you can't check anything. Now we already know it's the ace of spades. Now in the demonstration, I didn't do anything else. I just said it's ace or king of clubs. But what I'll normally do on the street is say, everybody has tells. People don't notice it. It's just a subconscious thing they do once they hear their card or hear something similar to their card. So I'll tell them, just don't do anything right now. I'm just gonna say some stuff, just don't do anything. And I'll say red, black, red, black. And then I'll say your card is a black card because you flinched at the corner of your mouth. Now let's do club, spades, club, spades. Spades, because you sort of flinched at spades. Now, face card or number card? Face card, number card. It's you. I can see you aren't very sure. Face or number, which means it's an ace. So, ace of spades. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and have a great day.